All right, Donald Trump says that black unemployment is super low. All right, let's get into it. All right, this is from the Black Information Network. President Donald Trump is touting what he calls a record black employment under his presidency, despite the fact that black unemployment has risen during his second term. Shout out to the BIN. That's funny. On Thursday, October 2nd, Trump posted a meme on his Truth Social platform comparing himself to former presidents Bill Clinton and Barack Obama. The meme labeled Clinton with record black imprisonment, Obama with record black welfare, and Trump with record black employment. Trump's post contradicts data showing that the all-time low for black unemployment came under former President Joe Biden's administration in 2023, when the rate dropped to 4.8%. Since Trump's return to office in 2025, the black unemployment rate has risen steadily from 6% at the start of the year to over 7.5% as of this fall. Economists and policy advocates have raised concerns that the increase may reflect deeper instability in the job market. The ongoing federal shutdown is also expected to hit black employment the hardest. Though black Americans make up 13% of the U.S. population, they account for 18.5% of the federal employees in the country at the end of 2024. An August report from the Center for American Progress warned that Trump's MAGA agenda, including attacks on DEI programs and public sector jobs, poses a significant threat to the black middle class. Okay. First thing I want to say is Truth Social platform is propaganda. Full stop. Not that anybody thought otherwise. No, not that anybody any reasonable person, I guess, thought otherwise. It's not just propaganda, it's a grift. You know, Donald Trump and Elon Musk are friends. And once Elon Musk bought Twitter to reinstate Donald Trump's account on there because Elon Musk touted himself a free speech absolutist. By then, Donald Trump already had the workings to create his own social media platform that he owned and can sell stock in it and all that sort of stuff. So it's a grift and it's propaganda. So just want to make sure I say that. Let's go back to this claim that former presidents Bill Clinton and Barack Obama, Bill Clinton had the label in this meme that Trump posted. The label said record black imprisonment. So Bill Clinton, for folks that might not remember, was the three strikes president. He was the Democrat that thought that, tough on crime policy was, the way to go. I guess his version of that. It resulted in record black imprisonment, or I don't know if it was record black imprisonment, but I do know just from knowing this that it was a high rate of black imprisonment. And he subsequently apologized for that. I remember his formal apology came sometime around when Hillary Clinton was going to run or was running for the presidency, where he had plenty of time to reflect on the data and say, you know what, that was a bad move. Or maybe it was Obama even. I'm not sure, but I know it was him advocating for someone to be the president. So it was either Obama or Hillary Clinton. Those are the only two that come to mind. And he had to walk back down the street saying, yes, these policies were unfair to black people, and it didn't help the black people. It put them in prison. You live, you learn. No one's perfect. That's not an excuse. It's just kind of the reality of the situation. Okay. But the one I want to focus on more than Bill Clinton is Obama, because he says that Obama's administration saw record black welfare. And again, this is a mischaracterization of the facts. So what happened is George Bush presided over the Great Recession. It hit everybody hard in 2008, and that was that. But everything leading up to that was George Bush. Okay? For folks that have short memories or people that weren't fully clicked on in 2008, weren't in your adult path, maybe for some of our younger listeners and viewers, that time was unexpected. A lot of people did not expect that to happen. I certainly didn't. I had invested in commercial real estate. I had a home. I had a job, a really, really good job. I was working at Power 92. Was doing my thing. And then all of a sudden, everybody starts talking about the economy for a couple of months. And then all of a sudden, everything goes downhill. Everyone loses their jobs. Everyone loses their houses. So forth. I lost my house. I lost my commercial investment, and I had to start over again. There were a lot of people under the Obama administration who had just started to rebuild their lives. And so there was a lot of people on welfare. And as we know, if there's some economic conditions in this country, the people that tend to be hit the hardest are Black people. So again, when Donald Trump says record Black welfare under Obama, that's a mischaracterization of the events. That was George Bush's recession. Obama pulled us out of it, right? So, by the time 2016 rolled around, everything was back booming. Okay. Republicans didn't like the way the money was moving when everything was back booming. So they attacked the flow of the money. You should be able to keep more of your money. It shouldn't be going to the quote unquote welfare queen, that sort of thing. But these were Democratic policies by a Democratic president that got us out of that time. But when he took office, there was a lot of people that were struggling. They needed support. And if they had paid into the welfare system and been taxed, and so forth, then it is their right to draw upon that in their time of need, because these are citizens of the United States of America. So for Donald Trump to mischaracterize that as record Black welfare, it's intentionally misrepresenting what happened. And then, as we know, Donald Trump himself, the person who said that immigrants were taking your Black jobs. Donald Trump himself, the person that says, Black men, they love me, Black men. He is presiding over the highest level of Black unemployment since the pandemic, which was another traumatic event that this country lived through, where Black people were hit the hardest. So right now, you're hearing my voice right now. Right now, there are less Black people with jobs than there was in the pandemic. And he just flat lies about it. And of course, his maneuver with the Bureau of Labor Statistics, pulling the lady, I forget her name, it is Erica McIntyre, firing her from the BLS because he got a bad report on his job growth, data, and installing one of his cronies in there it doesn't inspire any more confidence. So not only is he on his own propaganda machine that is a grift, he's using it to peddle that propaganda with no data, with no way to cite it. And he's just giving it to his base so that they can feel like Trump's helping Black people. And he absolutely is not. He lied to Black people and then hurt them the worst. And he attacked diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives, which was indeed the initiatives around the country that sought to bring Black people, not just in the bottom of the companies, but to advance them based on merit, to consider them as well based on merit. Can they do these jobs too? And that conceivably would have created more and more opportunities for Black people, more and more wealth for Black people. And Donald Trump smashed the whole house. And then now he's trying to tell us that we don't see what we're seeing. I'm so sorry, Q. I know I talked this one all the way up, but hopefully I hit everything that needed to be hit.
I almost thought you were going to say that Black employment is the lowest since the last time he was president, because that would have been the truth as well. And of course, he knows he can say things without stats or data to back it up because his base will accept everything he says at face value.